Hi, Tom here. Welcome to today's video. Taurus, the last few weeks brought grounding to you. You stabilized your routines. You clarified your priorities. You stopped overholding that wasn't exactly secure. You strengthened your foundation. This week is different. This week isn't about protecting what you built. It's about allowing it to grow. From a Vedic perspective, the energy now supports tangible expansion, especially in areas connected to work, money, stability, and long-term comfort. But this growth doesn't feel risky. It feels natural. And that matters to you. Because you don't expand unless you feel safe. You may notice small increases this week. More opportunity, more productivity, more recognition, more financial clarity. Not dramatic windfalls, but visible progress. And visible progress builds confidence in you faster than promises ever could. Taurus, your strength is consistency. You don't rush. You don't gamble with stability. You build slowly. And you build correctly. But this week teaches you something very important. Stability isn't meant to stay static. It's meant to multiply. You may feel a subtle readiness to level up this week, to ask for more, to charge more, to step into something slightly bigger. And this time, it doesn't feel like risk. It feels earned. That's expansion from stability. So here's the deeper lesson for you this week. You don't lose security when you expand wisely. You increase it. Growth doesn't threaten your comfort. It enhances it. There may be opportunities that test your trust this week. An offer, a financial decision, a long-term commitment shift. Your instinct may be to hesitate. Pause. Ask yourself, is this aligned with what I've built? If it's yes, move. Your foundation can hold more than you think. You may also notice a shift in your confidence around value. Less undercharging, less underestimating, and less settling. You're beginning to recognize that what you provide has weight, and weight deserves compensation. This week supports material and practical growth, improved workflow, better systems, and cleaner structures. But it also supports internal expansion, more comfort in your body, more enjoyment out of your space, and more appreciation of what you've created. Expansion doesn't always mean more work. Sometimes it means deeper enjoyment. There may be a moment where fear starts to whisper in. What if growth destabilizes everything? And that fear is old. Your current structure is stronger than your past experiences. You're not building on shaky ground anymore. Now, let's talk alignment. One intentional practice for you this week. Make one decision that reflects your next level, not your old comfort zone. Raise the standard slightly. Upgrade something. Commit to a slightly bigger version of your routine. You'll notice something quite powerful. It doesn't feel scary anymore. It feels correct. As you allow this growth, notice what shifts inside. More pride, more satisfaction, and more belief in your own timing. That's abundance becoming embodied. Taurus. This week isn't about clinging onto what you have. It's about recognizing what you have is strong enough to expand. Security doesn't shrink when you grow. It compounds. Let it. And you need to trust that. There's something important you should know. These horoscopes are based on Vedic astrology, also known as sidereal astrology. That means we're using the actual positions of the stars in the sky, not the tropical system used in most Western astrology. Because of that, your sun signs here may be different than what you're used to. And that's okay. In Vedic astrology, we don't start with the sun sign. We start with the moon sign, because the moon represents your mind, emotions, and how life is experienced day to day. First, always watch this for your Vedic moon sign. That's where this horoscope will feel the most accurate and personal. Next, I recommend watching for your rising sign, also called your ascendant or lagna. Your rising sign shows how these energies show up in your physical life, your body, your environment, and the situations unfolding around you. Then, you can also watch for your sun sign, which adds insight into your identity, confidence, and sense of purpose during this time. And if love, relationships, creativity, or money are major themes for you right now, I also recommend checking your Venus sign, called Shukra in Vedic astrology, for an extra layer of clarity. For weeks where things feel intense, faded, or life-shifting, it can also be helpful to look at your lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu. These show where growth is pulling you forward and where old patterns are asking to be released. To find your correct placements, make sure you're using a Vedic or sidereal natal chart, not a tropical one. Once you know your moon, rising, sun, and Venus signs, and optionally Rahu and Ketu, you'll get a much deeper and more complete understanding of what's unfolding. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. It truly helps support this channel and allows these messages to reach the people who actually need them. And if you're enjoying these weekly Vedic horoscopes, consider subscribing so you don't miss future messages for your signs. You are not one sign. You are a system of energies, learning how to work together. Take care and be calm.